All right. I wanted to read this. I came across this in the discovery evidence that was sent down from Alaska. I thought it was pretty good, and it's worth reading into YouTube. It was written by Schaeffer Cox on May the 21st of 2010. It's titled, "A Stand Against Tyranny." Some have been shaken by the press stories about my conviction for reckless endangerment and my subsequent arrest on a charge of weapons misconduct. If you are part of the liberty movement and you feel shaken, you need to stop to think about why. Is it you following me, or is it you and me following the ideas of liberty? The first requires a flawless personality, a messiah and leader. The second requires a tremendous amount of bold initiative, personal conviction, and fortitude from everyone who believes in freedom and liberty. 2 weeks after the first charge, I was arrested again at a Liberty Bell call while observing and taking notes on a warrantless search. We can all see that our government is sliding into tyranny, a police state, where those who can seize the political power are privileged to force all others to conform and comply. We must not strive to wield this privilege for ourselves, but instead seek liberty for all. It is intimidating to not have a government that protects, but a system that aggresses. However, I will continue to be an advocate for the supremacy of individual rights, uncompromising adherence to the principles of human dignity and freedom, volunteerism, and the absence of coercive force. I will not stop speaking freedom in the face of tyranny ever, for to do that is to become a slave on the inside. We are all slaves on the outside already. Think about it. You can't do a thing without permission from the system. We all ask permission before we drive, get married, do business, travel, teach our own kids at home, fly a plane, buy a gun, build a garage, sell a car, keep our money. On and on it goes. We don't have freedom, we have permission. The powers that are forcibly taking over entire industries, financial, auto, medical, insurance, housing. The Constitution is stone cold dead, and every day we see them situating themselves to do bad things to large numbers of people. The only thing keeping this Tinkernomics house of cards together is the never-ending string of promises that can't be kept coming from the power holders. One more law and one more election, they say, but the goods are never delivered. These are troubled times for sure. It is scary to stand up and live free, and it will cost anyone who does so dearly. Believe me, I know. But to sit quietly by as the tentacles of oppression wrap you in the darkness isn't exactly easy or cheap either. Freedom cannot be procured for you. It must be procured by you. If the powers that be think they can snuff out the longing for liberty and justice in our hearts, if they think they can scare everyone into subjection by attacking those who stand up first, they are wrong. Stand with me or stand without me, but the time is now. Who will you be? What is in your heart? Is not the truth of liberty and the law yours to carry alone if you must? Is not the concept of inviolable individual rights and government to protect those rights rather than trespass them an idea that belongs chiefly to the individual and not groups? I will stay in the fight, and so must you. We owe it to our children, to ourselves, and to the pages of history. Let us not be remembered as an age of men that bowed the knee to authoritarianism. Let us give our sons and daughters a better inheritance than despotism. We must live with courage and die with peace. Liberty will always win because tyranny self-destructs. Hold fast, friends, hold fast. Our very humanness hangs in the balance. Schaeffer Cox of Fairbanks is a leader of the local Second Amendment Task Force and a commander of the Alaska Peacemakers Militia.